Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Third Wave Trades. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Marathon Digital Holdings, ticker symbol MARA. This is a stock that I think has a lot of potential to make a strong move going into next year. Obviously, a large part of it is going to play on what happens with Bitcoin, which has basically been fluctuating now between roughly $95 to $105,000. Um, so that's going to have a big impact on the stock. But today I just wanted to take a look at uh, the stock's price action and certain things that I think are setting up for a potentially big move in the next coming months, right, going into next year. It's something that I think is very similar to the Upstart play that we talked about a few months ago. Obviously, you guys remember when we talked about Upstart, it was roughly at $20 a share, and today it is trading at it closed on Friday at $68, but we hit a high of roughly $88, right, since that time. And this all happened between August or July up until this year, right? So a 6 month move from $20 to roughly $90. Nice strong move. I think something similar could happen for Mara. It's for Mara. It's a little premature right now, and I do want to see how certain things play out. But I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention just in case this does offer that kind of move, right? So let's get straight into the video, right? So the first thing that I want to talk about then is the 30-week moving average, right? So that's this yellow line. As you guys can see, basically the most recent high, I don't want to say all-time high. The all-time high was around $232, but back in 2021, we hit roughly $83, and that was the most recent high. Since then, we've kind of pulled back, and I'll get into the wave count in a little bit, but the first thing I want to talk about is this 30-week moving average, right? So you guys can see um, this is a weekly chart. This is our 30-week moving average, and we've kind of been tracing this 30-week moving average for a little while now. Back in 2022, we hit our lows, broke above it, came back below it. Very recently, we broke above our 30-week moving average again. And if you guys know why I like to follow the 30-week moving average, it's basically a form of technical analysis called stage analysis. Stan Weinstein, I've talked about it many times on this channel, and basically it gives you a good kind of like overview of where the stock could be going, right? So like in terms of its long-term move. So a stage analysis basically just says that a stock moves in four stages, right? Try to make this bigger. So you have your stage one, which is kind of like a basing or accumulation. Stage two is your breakout or your uptrend move. Stage three is another sort of it's consolidation period, kind of like a distribution. And then from there you go into stage four, which is your downtrend move. And then the cycle just repeats, right? So stage one, stage two, stage three, stage four, stage one, stage two, stage three, stage four. And you can use the 30-week moving average to try to gauge which stage you're currently in, right? So as you can see, where we are possibly, right, possibly where we are right now is that we broke out of this stage one base, right, or this accumulation over here. We got a strong price action move just a couple of weeks ago, the week of November 18th. We broke above that 30-week moving average. We did it with strong volume, as you can see over here. And we did also um, break above that zero line in our Mansfield Relative Strength Index, right? So those are all the three signs that I look for when I'm trying to see if we are in a stage two breakout. Now, what's happened since then? I mean, we came and we hit roughly about $30. It was looking really good, and then the last 3 weeks, we've been shorted all the way back down to roughly $20, right? We closed on Friday at $19.96, and essentially what I want to see is now a meaningful reaction this week on this 30-week moving average. We're still above the 30-week moving average, as you can see here, but if we break below it, then it might mean that this move is a little premature, right? Getting into it might be a little premature. But if by the end of this week we have a meaningful reaction to this 30-week moving average, it could signal that a large move or a large rally is coming into play. And what do I mean by a meaningful reaction? Well, by the end of this week, I would like to see something like something like a engulfing bullish candle, right, on the weekly time frame that basically comes back to finish above $25 to $26, something like that. It doesn't have to even be that strong. It could be uh, essentially, I just don't want to see it break this 30-week moving average, but I would like to see an increase in volume and a strong engulfing bullish candle would be a very meaningful reaction to this 30-week moving average, and then I could see us being in this stage 2, right? So again, you can see over here from this image. So usually what happens is that after you break out of that base channel, right, that stage 1 base channel, you get the breakout, you get it with meaningful volume. After that, you normally will come back and back test that 30-week moving average. Now, if you can hold above that, then there's a strong chance that you will get this uptrend move, this stage 2 uptrend move, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Again, this is on a weekly time frame. You can see with the volume increasing as we're going higher, volume decreasing as we're coming back to retest. So that to me is all positive, right? You can't just look at the price action. You have to understand what is happening with the price action in relation to the volume, right? So the pullback moves are showing less volume as we're coming back to back test this 30-week moving average. So again, this week a meaningful reaction to that 30-week moving average will be crucial to know what's going to happen going forward, right? And then we can get this uptrend move in our stage 2. So that's kind of what I'm looking at from the stage analysis standpoint. Just gotta stay above that 30-week moving average, get the volume to come in strong, and we could see a nice rally, right? So that remains to be seen. And in the meantime, kind of just have to hold on tight. Just keep it on your radar. Now, I should mention also that this stock is relatively has a relatively high short interest, right? And now that could make for a very strong play. The same thing was the case with Upstart, right? Upstart had pretty high short interest, and that's why in the short term, right, it's not. I wouldn't recommend it as a short-term trade, right? If you're somebody who trades options and you're doing like weeklies, it could be very, very volatile because of the high short interest. And I'll post a picture of the short interest. I think it's roughly about 20% short interest flow and about 1.5 days to cover. I'll put the image right here. But because of that, in the short term, it could be very volatile trying to trade it up and down. I would wait for, like I said, that reaction for the end of this week, and then take a look at possibly some leaps, or the stock is again relatively cheap, and it's $20, and it could make a very, very strong move, right? Just like Upstart was trading at $20 and it went as high as $88. So it's something that you could play shares on, and you reduce your risk, right? And then you can use your 30-week moving average as a stop loss, But how you guys want to trade it is totally up to you. I would just say be very cautious trading it in the short term because of the short interest. It could be very volatile. This thing hit $30 and was the next 3 weeks it was shorted all the way right back down, right? So just be careful of that. Now, again, on the flip side, because of the short interest, it could make for a very, very strong move. Again, if Bitcoin goes on a major rally now that it broke all-time highs, obviously there's been some profit taking, and it's gone up, gone down. It's kind of like consolidating that area. If Bitcoin continues to make all-time highs, there's a very strong chance that Mara will rally, and then given its short interest, shorts will have to cover, and obviously you guys know how that works. So keep this on your radar. The next thing that I want to just talk about briefly is the wave count, or the potential wave count. So let's go here. So this is a potential wave count that I have on it. Again, hitting that high of 83 back in 2021 was the top of our first wave. Then we had this retracement all the way back down to roughly $3, which is like almost a 90% retracement, more than that. And you know, we should be in this third wave move higher now, right? This might look like a 5 wave move down here, but I don't think that's the case, because if it was, then that would be 5, this would have to be 3, and we would look for a 5 wave down, and it would, you know, it would go bankrupt, right? It would have to break the 0, so that's not possible. We know that that's not happening. It's more likely that this move over here is kind of like a WXY, right? So you have an ABC for your W, this is your X, and another ABC for your Y, something like that, a more complex correction. But I do think that this is our second wave low, and now from here we are getting what should be a strong third wave move going higher, right? That would align with the stage analysis aspect of it, and it could make for a very, very powerful third wave. Now, this part is a little tricky. The way that I have it counted as right now is that we had this leading diagonal, right, from those wave 2 lows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our first wave. This is our second wave. This is our third wave, fourth, and then this was our fifth. And this whole thing makes an even larger leading diagonal, right? In which case, then you have your A, your B, and your C, or could analyze it as a WXY. And in which case, so then you have your first wave, right, over here. This would be your second wave. I mean, this could end up becoming a more complex correction and do something like this. Again, we'll have to see. But as of right now, because it's above that 30-week moving average, I'm going to err on the side of that, hey, this is a third wave move coming, right? Again, it will depend on if we get that meaningful reaction, like I said. But so there's your first, your second, and then we could be getting this third wave move, right? So that would be your third of your third, right? Second wave, and we could be getting a very, very strong rally. So again, I look for you know, that kind of look to see where a stage 2 breakout would coincide with a wave 3 in Elliott wave terms, and usually those give very strong moves. So I think that this has the potential to make for a very strong play. So I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention, put it on your guys' radar. Keep an eye on it. See how this reacts. Do not be surprised if in 6 to 8 months this makes a similar move or similar rally, just like Upstart did, right? Again, this was Upstart. You guys could see this is our 1 week chart. This is our 30-week moving average. I brought it to your guys' attention when it was right around here, and we had this stage 1 base, and we had that breakout, right? So now you guys can see basically what the stock has been doing since then. After it broke out of this base, we are now basically in this stage 2 uptrend, and I think Upstart will have more room to go higher before it starts to base out over here again. We get that distribution, or stage 3, and then we come back lower, right? And then we start the cycle all over again, right? So the same way we were trading at $20 roughly for Upstart about 6 months ago. Now we're trading at that $80 range. Um, I think there's a very strong likelihood that Mara could do something similar. Again, don't want to get into it prematurely, but the potential is there for that type of move. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I will probably have more detailed analysis on my Discord. So if you guys are interested, I will be posting the link for you guys to join my Discord. Again, there will be live trade alerts, day trade alerts that you guys can follow along with. We trade everything from SPY and SPX to all the big tickers, Tesla, Nvidia, as well as like some of these stocks as well, like Mara, some of the smaller cap stocks. So, um, and besides that, there will be educational content. I'm still working on it, trying to get the tutorial correct for you guys on a lot of the technical analysis tools that I use. That includes Elliott wave analysis, stage analysis, Wyckoff accumulation, as well as your basic technical analysis 101 for anybody who's brand new to trading and wants to just, get the basics and the fundamentals first before moving on to those more advanced stages of analysis. So you'll get all that educational content and tutorials. You'll be able to set up live one-on-one training sessions with myself, right? So basically kind of like a university lecture or course. um, you guys can set up a time with me for a 1 hour class going over technical analysis, right? And it'll be kind of like prerequisites. If you've got basic 101 understanding of technical analysis, then you can choose, if you want to study Elliott wave, if you want to study stage analysis. And there'll be a lot of courses and materials for you also to do self-study with as well, if that's what you want to do. And so this is the Third Wave Trades Discord channel. If you guys want to join, I'll put the link down below. Essentially, it's just wap.com/thirdwavetrades. That's where you guys sign up. And again, you guys can just, if you join from here, you'll automatically get the invite to the Discord. You guys would join. Right now, it's only $120 a month. You get a 14-day free trial. So 2 weeks, you guys can test it out, see if it works for you. And if not, then you guys can always cancel. There will be no charge if you cancel within that 14-day period. But you guys can see everything that you guys need will be there, right? So it'll be Third Wave Trades, wap.com/thirdwavetrades. The link is down below. If you guys want to join, we definitely look forward to having you guys. Again, I can show you guys a little bit of what it looks like, and these are the tutorials that I am working on that will be up shortly. You'll basically get technical analysis, various chart patterns, supply and demand techniques, Fibonacci, Elliott wave, Wyckoff, stage analysis, all that stuff I just talked about. You'll have your traders chat where you guys can basically talk about what things you guys are looking at, and just have, this is your general discussion channel where you and other traders can talk about certain plays, post screenshots, what are you guys looking at, your profit and loss page. You guys can show, where you guys made money, lost money, just talk about, any plays that you did. You guys can do a recap of it. What were you looking at? And this all goes to help the community, right? These are just some of the plays that we did in the community. Got a break room where you guys can talk. There will be news and due diligence pages where you guys can find, like, calendar day, key events, things like that. Individual stock analyses, right? Like this is from last year on Tesla when I was talking about my Tesla analysis. You'll get things like this. Again, similar to the YouTube videos that I do, but with screenshots and detailed analysis for you guys to check on. And I'll do that for a bunch of different stocks. And then again, the day trades, this is where my partner comes in. So me and my partner, we will talk about, these are primarily options plays, weekly options plays that you guys can play. This past week we made on Friday actually we made a great play on the SPX play, right? So we traded SPX, we got in for 5,900 calls at $3.70 per contract, and you guys can see over here we sold at 560. We took some profit. At 1460 we took profit, so we just made an absolute killing over here. 2650, right? So there's a key for how all this works, right? So like green means we bought, red means we sold. This is our position size, how much of it we sold. Um, if something's a risky play, we have a sign for that, right? Like it's a lotto play, things like that. So just kind of giving you guys a sneak peek of what you guys will get. Soon as you guys enter, this will probably be the most useful for you guys if you guys just want to see what trades we're making and the actual discussion chat. But then again, the content of the educational material, that will all be coming up shortly. So if you guys are interested in that as well, and then there will be a way for you guys to schedule one-on-one training sessions with myself as well. So a lot of content, a lot of value, I think, will be provided from our Discord channel. So if you guys are interested, some people have mentioned in the comments that they're interested. This is how you guys can join. And we're looking to really go live and really be at full force in the new year, but you guys can join right now and kind of get that 2-week trial head start, right? So 2 weeks for free, $120 a month, and hope you guys will join. All right, so that's all I got for today. If you guys got any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. If you guys got any stocks or any things that you guys are interested in that you guys want me to take a look at, please leave that in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Join the Discord. I will be back with more. Peace.